Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. As we're approaching the festive season, I thought that today I would do a video just to talk through some of the plant themed gifts that you can purchase for the planty person in your life. There are things that I have asked for over the years that I have really appreciated getting for, things such as Christmas and my birthday. And I figure Christmas can be a time where it can be a bit difficult to sometimes figure out what to get for someone that they're going to appreciate or make use out of. But before we do get into the list, if you're new here, hi, my name's Amy and this is my jungle. I'm making videos to share my hobby as well as document my houseplant journey. So if you do enjoy the video, don't forget to give it a like, as well as hit the notification bell and subscribe to the channel for more planty content. If you're not new here, thank you again for joining me. I really do appreciate having you back. Now, to get me in the festive spirit, I have brought myself over some mulled wine, which I'm quite looking forward to drinking as we go through this list. Feel free to grab yourself a drink while we get into, I believe there's 7 planty themed presents that you can purchase that planty person in your life. So some of the things on this list I have previously purchased for myself, but a lot of them I have also asked for, my birthday or Christmas, if people have struggled for gifts to get me, and I have found them all very useful. The number one plant purchase that I wish I had asked for sooner is my moisture meter. This has helped me so much throughout my plant journey, especially when I was a new plant parent and trying to figure out, when does this plant need watering? Is it still damp? Is it dry? It just took a lot of the guesswork out. So moisture meter is definitely something that I would advise as a good gift for a planty person in your life. A couple of other things that I've had purchased for me are just some little utensils that can be used for gardening. Now, these are more appropriate to outdoor gardening, but I do use my shears for indoor gardening as well, for pruning back leaves or thicker stems. So they always do come in handy. And the person who bought these for me knows that I love bees, and that is why they decided to purchase these for me. Another thing that I have found useful is my watering globes. Now, you'll probably see it in the plant behind me. I do tend to use these mostly for watering my moss poles that aren't quite at the top to benefit from having a plastic cup in them. So I found these really useful, and there are so many different styles that you can get. I do have this one in white, blue, and the green behind me. And then I do also have some that are in the shape of cat heads. There are loads of different varieties that you can get. So there's always something out there to benefit that, person specific tastes. And, like I say, I don't necessarily use them for watering directly into the soil, which I know is what they can be used for. I tend to use them, like I say, for my moss poles. So they work in a variety of different ways. And like I say, they also bring like a pop of colour here and there. Or like I say, if you have got any that are a particular shape, let me see if I can grab one. So let's say I do also have ones that are in the shape of cat heads, and you can get ones that are open at the top so that you can just pour directly into them instead of having to take them out, upend them to fill them up, and then pop them back in without spilling water everywhere. Another thing that I have actually asked for Christmas this year is grow lights. So I don't know if you can see beside me, but I do have some shelves that don't actually have lights on them. And I've been meaning to get them, and there are so many other things that I've needed to purchase that they are something that has sort of just slipped through the net. So I would like to have grow lights on each of the shelves on this unit. So I thought, what better way to sort of get them in my collection than to ask for them for Christmas from, friends or family, or even vouchers towards them. And that's something, again, that is a good all-rounder. You can get vouchers to people's favorite plant shops, if you know where they like to shop. um, you can, even an Amazon voucher, or supporting small businesses if you know someone who does like potting mats or plant pots, anything like that. As a plant parent, we can always do with more pots, more substrate. um, just in general, a voucher is something that's an all-rounder that we can then spend on what we need, or what we fancy. Like I say, I got a load of vouchers for my birthday this year that I spent in some of the plant shops that I do like to shop at online. So Grow Tropicals, House of Kojo, Beyond Tropics, to name a few. But I have also been bought Amazon vouchers, which I have then put towards things such as my watering globes that you can see behind me, my plant pots, a lot of my clear plastic ones. When I've run low on those, I've done an Amazon order and used vouchers. Same for grow lights. So always a good idea, vouchers. Um, Depending on how well you know your planty person, another good idea is plant pots, especially if you know their style. They can be one that can be a bit tricky to buy for. So a lot of the pots in my collection are sort of, I'll just grab a plant to show you, more on sort of like the grey pattern side. I don't tend to go for a lot of colour in my pots, and I think that is more because, I like my plants to be the main focus, not necessarily the pot that they're in. Um, so that is something that you could always consider. If you're around, take a look at the sort of pots that they do have in their collection. um, or even if you know of somewhere, again, like I said earlier about vouchers, you can purchase them a voucher that they can then spend on a pot, that can be from you, and then that way you take sort of the guesswork out as to whether or not they're going to like the pot that you pick. This is something that, again, this year I have said that I would like to get another shelving unit. So I have asked my family if they would contribute towards some IKEA vouchers so that I can buy another Vitcho shelf for in this room. Um, Again, it doesn't necessarily have to be a shelving unit or a display case. You could purchase a little terrarium if you know that they're into terrarium building. The biorb that I've got in my bedroom, that was actually purchased for me for my birthday during lockdown, I believe, from my nan. And I've been able to then do that up how I want it and add what plants I want. But yeah, it was a good and handy thing for me to have so that I could actually get started on it, because sometimes those things can be a little bit costly. And I know that had the terrarium not been bought for me, I probably still wouldn't have purchased one for myself. So I was really grateful for that, and it gave me a new little project that I could work on. But you can also purchase sort of planty books for your friends or family who are into houseplants. There are so many out there that talk through like the care needs of different plants, what kind of plants suit what space, plant styling in your home. And I've found the plant books that I have been bought in the past very useful within my plant journey. The last thing that I will mention is potting mats. Now, this is something that I've only recently started using, and if you watch my videos, I own one. I don't always use it, but they are very, very handy to have, especially when you have a large collection. Having something that you can dump your pots out into and not think, oh God, I'm going to have to hoover the entire floor again because it's gone everywhere. They are such a great idea, and like I say, I have really benefited from mine. I don't use it all the time, and I think sometimes that's just laziness on my part. Can't bother to get it out, can't bother to clean it. So I have actually asked for a couple more potting mats for Christmas so that I can have one that's due to be cleaned, but also have a clean one that I can then just pull out and use, and use them in rotation. There are so many small businesses out there that create these, and they create ones that have got unique designs as well. So those are the ones that I have been looking at sort of this time round, because the one that I originally got is just a plain black one from Amazon. But places such as Etsy. There are lots of like Facebook sellers as well that do create these. A quick Google search brings up so many. But they're definitely something that I have found really useful within my plant journey as well. If you guys do have any additional thoughts on what you have previously asked for Christmas, or that you have purchased any planty people, leave them down in the comments below. It'd be great to get some more ideas and help each other out this festive season. Don't forget, if you did enjoy the video, please give it a like, as well as subscribe to the channel for more planty content. I'll see you guys all in the next one, and I hope you have a lovely weekend. Bye.